Greetings from the shores of the Pacific Ocean. Our great seas and majestic oceans serve as the backdrop for the age of discovery. Between the 1400s and 1600s, when naval explorers from European countries sailed, colonized, and conquered regions across the globe. Among the most famous names, Christopher Columbus, Vasco da Gama, Ferdinand Magellan, James Cook, and Henry Hudson. But some historians believe perhaps the greatest naval explorer came from the other side of the world, decades earlier than those others. One whose name many have never heard, Zheng He, a Navy admiral in the early 1400s when China ruled the seas, commander of the most powerful fleet of ships the world had ever seen until the 20th century. But Zheng He's rise and fall is a cautionary tale for all great powers. It is also an epic adventure along the maritime Silk Road, one captured like never before by acclaimed National Geographic photographer Michael Yamashita. His journey now, retracing Zheng He's Silk Road by sea, a journey we hope will change the way you see our world.
This is the story of two global ambassadors from two different chapters in world history. Two figures united in their pursuit of new discoveries, exploring untouched frontiers, bridging east and west, and fostering peace and friendship through mutual understanding. From Asia, Zheng He, China's greatest naval explorer, commander of one of the largest naval fleets ever assembled by an empire. A leader on the brink of conquering the world in the early 1400s. And from America, Michael Yamashita, one of the world's most acclaimed photojournalists, National Geographic's master storyteller, and renowned expert on Asia. The only one who has ever retraced the epic journeys of two of the world's greatest explorers, Marco Polo from the west to Zheng He from the east. Historians have long been intrigued with Admiral Zheng He. He was, as Michael Yamashita describes, China's greatest explorer who you never heard of. Zheng He sailed 40,000 miles across the South China Seas and the Indian Ocean decades before Columbus and Vasco da Gama had made it to the coast of Africa.
When I first read about Zheng He last year, I was totally intrigued. How is it that I never heard of this guy before?
And for Michael Yamashita, the only way to truly understand these voyages was to make them himself. Across the China Sea, from Southeast Asia to Africa, and via India onto the Middle East. In this program, Michael Yamashita reveals the dramatic stories behind the stills. After capturing precious pictures of today and testimony of what happened 600 years ago. Zheng He embarked on a total of 7 voyages during the Great Ming Dynasty. And during these 3 decades on the oceans, Zheng He visited 30 countries, gathering riches beyond imagination, scientific knowledge, fame, and power for his emperor.
He's done it all. He's already been throughout the Indian Ocean, and he comes here looking for tributary trade. He wants basically to show the world his power, China's power as the greatest country of the world. And that's why, of course, he's traveling with 300 ships, with 27,000 soldiers, and these huge treasure ships of 400-foot length. It's a big show of power. He's not here to conquer. He's not here to occupy. He just wants to show the world we're the greatest.
But history also remembers Zheng He's epic voyages as a tragic story of China's rise and fall, a cautionary tale of arguably one of the worst foreign policy blunders ever made. China's decision to abandon Zheng He's expedition, to withdraw and isolate from the world, all of which led to China's long decline for centuries until recent modern history. Today, more than 6 centuries after Zheng He's first voyage, the forgotten admiral is getting his long-deserved recognition. As we uncover the great legacy that he bequeathed to the world, join us now as we embark on a new journey between past and present with Zheng He, tracing the epic voyages of China's greatest explorer with Michael Yamashita in his own words.